Hey guys, my name's Mike, and welcome to the open mic. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Open Mic Podcast, and this is episode number 3, and we have a very special guest for the third episode, and I'll actually let him introduce himself.
I'm Paul Jennewine, and great to be here
Yeah.
on the open mic. It's called that.
Yes, the Open Mic Pod. Yeah, so, yeah, I might look a little different this go around, but, I feel like, good suggestion to utilize the mirror. Might as well, make it a little different for this episode, because I think it's pretty fitting too, because I feel like with, watching a lot of the comedians in Tampa, like, I feel like you have like very distinct styles, so I feel like why not shoot it in a distinct way ourselves. So
I appreciate you saying that.
yeah. So off the bat, like, just to kind of like, I'm wondering, have you always lived in Florida?
Yeah. Except for periods, born in Tampa, and then I went to college elsewhere for a period.
Where did you go to college?
I went in Indiana, and then I went to boarding school in Maine.
Really?
But other than that, here.
Okay. And what did you go to college for?
Nothing in particular. I kind of left before they got to that. But I'm in right now at HUC. I'm on the accounting pathway.
Oh, cool. So is accounting,
And you work with accounting.
yeah. So is accounting something that you would like to do, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you work an accounting job right now?
No.
Okay, I see. Well, and then boarding school, like, so how old were you when you went to boarding school?
I was like 17, 18. Not there for that long.
Was there any particular reason you decided to go to boarding school?
Yeah, you gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, I hear ya. And then, yeah, so all of the comedy you've done has been in Florida, Tampa area?
Yeah, I had a radio show in college, but they made me stop doing that.
Why'd they make you stop?
I was in a weird mental state at the time. I was like, what if I just tried not caring about anything? And I found that that's not the way to go.
Right, yeah. Because I could see that. So, like, was it like someone else, like, that was in control, like, told you had to stop doing it, or was it like your decision?
No, definitely not my decision. Yeah, they were just like, came in one day and were like, and honestly, they're probably the right for that. Kill them all.
Well, hey, at least you gave it a try, though. You gave the old college try.
That's just very apropos, to quote Miles Massey.
Shout out to Miles Massey, one of the better comedians.
Oh, is it Massey?
Yeah, that's Miles Massey's bit.
I thought it was
Massey.
But he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. I do like to... when I see him and Everett Anthony at the open mic, I know it's going to be a good night.
And he wears the camo.
Yeah, he's the one that wears like the mic chain, and like he's got the bling.
But then Anthony Everett's a different person.
Everett. Oh, there's Ian Everett. It's so confusing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, there's Everett Anthony, Ian Everett, Miles Massey, Miles Neff.
I get along well with Ian Everett. What's been your experience with him?
I have had good experiences with him. I remember at the Gimmick I met him, and Gimmick has the BYOB policy, and
We talk about Charles Manson so much.
Well,
Continue.
well, a lot of people at the gimmick, like, I'm not gonna name names, throw anyone under the bus, but yeah. I forgot. I don't even know his name. I can't even throw him under the bus. But like, I'll bring beers and then they'll like ask for one. But Ian Everett, he did this and he like gave me like $5, and I was like, dude, you didn't need to do that. But he like insisted on it. So he's just like nice guy
For the beers.
for one beer. I'm like, dude, that's like bar prices. Like you don't have to do that, but
And what would it cost, like at a convenience store?
well, I feel like a $5 like at a convenience store, it's a $5 crowd. I mean, prices are so expensive now. But I mean, I go to Publix, get like a tall boy Michelob Ultra. I could get like 3 for $10. So probably like $3 something. So the fact he gave $5 for a normal sized
It's
Heineken.
about- That's good to know, actually, to like make a profit off that, because you just bring in Tallboy every day. He gives you $5.
Yeah, it was like a one time thing, but if he kept doing it like that, I would definitely make some profit. So maybe that's like an idea. Yeah.
Or to just do that generally.
Yeah,
To just bring beer
and then sell it for like
and
$5.
then sell it for $5.
That's a good, yeah. I mean, yeah, because there's a lot of people at the gimmick that come unprepared, and then once they realize they want to stay the whole for the show, or maybe even just want a beer, like get like a 30 rack and then $5 a pop, make a couple $100. At least make your $5 back for signing up.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a good idea.
I want to get on the show tonight at the gimmick, but I really didn't ask ahead.
That's the thing too. So you've been doing a lot of shows at the gimmick.
I'm gonna ask like 30 minutes before. Yeah, I did. No. Yeah. Yeah. I do a couple. I did a couple.
And how have those been going?
They're good. I wish I had more people there. But what you're gonna do. I mean, I wouldn't go to it. I wouldn't go to one myself, so it's kind of hypocritical.
Yeah,
But I like it there. Everybody's nice to me. I don't need a bad them.
yeah. I feel like for someone that's never been to the gimmick and they go for their first time, they're like, are you sure this is the place? Like, am I gonna like get raped, or am I gonna get offered drugs?
I ask myself.
Because you never know.
So much. Yeah, I'm there like 3 days a week, though. It's so close.
Yeah, yeah. I do like how they do they, or I guess they don't do Saturday open mics, do they?
They did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, as they normally have the shows. I'm trying to do more of the gimmick because I've been out at Clearwater a couple nights a week and Sunshine even, and it's like that's so far from people that live in Tampa.
Yeah. Why do you go to those places when you sit so close to the gimmick?
Well, so when I first moved down to the area, I moved like last September. I
To
start-
St. Pete.
Yeah, St. Pete. Lived in my friend's house. He sold his house a little prematurely, or he sold it sooner than I expected. So I signed a lease with him for a year. In January, he sold the house. So Abby and I, we had to get an apartment. So we moved down here. So I feel like when I first started, I was going to Sunshine a lot, and then like I moved like end of January, and then that's when Adam Clayton and Cheo. Well, Adam had Cheo barking for Clearwater shows, so like I was just trying to get out my first shows, and then I was like, oh well, if barking is a way to get on shows, let me do that. But then I kind of got stuck in that like that cycle of barking like a couple times a week, and then Adam and Kenny were asking me, and then I was like. I'm very appreciative of the opportunities, but the drive does start to wear on you a little bit. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should I feel like it's still good to get around different places, but I think, yeah, I think now I'm gonna try to start going to Gimmick more often, and I feel like I was, still working it out, but I feel like I've gotten close, like where I've like impressed Sean. He's like, "Oh, you keep coming, like I'll get you on a show," and then like I just like don't go to the Gimmick for like a few weeks, and then
And when did you meet Abby? That was in college.
Adam Clayton.
No, Abby.
Oh, Abby. So I met Abby at a tailgate actually in Charlotte. Um, I was visiting my friend, and my friend's girlfriend was best friends with Abby. So I was visiting my buddy. We're going to get beers, and he's like, "Well," I asked him. I was like, "Do you have? Does your girlfriend have any friends for me? Like any cute friends?" And he was like, "Well, actually, she has a couple." So I got there, and there was two. She had two friends, and Abby was like the hotter.
Does
one.
Abby have friends?
Down here,
Well, she has all her friends.
yeah, well,
Not Charleston.
she has a lot of friends like back in her home. Well, she lived in Charlotte for a couple years after college, so that's where a lot of her friends are.
Big Apple.
The Big Apple of the South, or the Queen City.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, and like in South Carolina. So yeah, I feel like down here, I mean, I know she has a couple, like she has a friend, like a good friend moving in a couple months, but I feel like we do a lot of, it's either like we're doing comedy, or she's at home watching her show, or we're hanging out together.
Have you ever thought, what if don't do comedy, do something serious?
Well, I've tried that. Well, I guess my day job is pretty serious.
But like on stage. Just be very serious. Have you ever been tempted to do that?
I mean, I guess I've never thought about that. I guess because like, I mean, I feel like in school I was kind of like awkward and not like a good public speaker. So I think like comedy was kind of like like being funny was like my uh, outlet, I guess. Like, oh well, if I'm not gonna be like the most like best speaker, like smartest guy, might as well like be funny. So I don't know, but I feel like I've gotten smarter over the years, so maybe I should try that.
Like IQ wise?
Yeah, I've been like reading more books. I feel like in college I did some damage to my brain.
Right.
You know.
Fighting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if my parents are gonna watch this, but a couple different types of drugs. I don't, but like things that like I don't think they cause permanent damage, but just like reading books and exercise gotten better.
I didn't think about our parents' questions.
Honestly, they're probably not watching. I mean, I think they might they know I'm doing the podcast, but I doubt they.
Put me as guy does
You do kind of look like him. This? I haven't seen him in forever.
Great. Genuinely amazing. You have to talk to him on stage. It's even better.
He is a good he's got like a bubbly personality. Like I feel like he's pretty like encouraging. Like he's kind of good for giving advice, right?
Just to talk, he's on 24/7. It's incredible. He's fantastic.
I wonder what his secret is. You think he moved? I haven't seen him at anything in like maybe like 6 months.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he's probably cooking up some new material. It's probably gonna be so good. Might be like releasing a special.
You gotta have him on here.
Do I even? I probably could find him on Instagram and ask him.
Yeah, but it's hard because he's a teacher. Just I think he has to keep a low profile.
Right. Yeah, that's the case because I know there's a couple other teachers that do comedy, and I know they gotta keep a low profile.
Amanda's kind of a teacher. She's like a tour guide. Or
Yeah.
just works at a museum.
Yeah, I know she was. I thought
Who is this interesting to besides us?
well, I feel like the people that are gonna be watching this are like the comedians. So I feel like they might find it interesting.
But what would we talk about if we were trying to entertain people who were not comedians, just in theory?
Well, I know like for the first few episodes, I was asking like Mary and Eddie, like, what advice would you give somebody that wants to do comedy? Like maybe someone, because like the open mic podcast, like I was thinking like maybe someone that was.
But why limit your audience? Why wouldn't you want everyone in the world?
Well, I guess just like starting in this area and then maybe having it like branch off bigger and bigger. But
Do you see this podcast ever being more popular than Joe Rogan?
I would say so because Joe Rogan is, I think he's probably upper 50s, pushing 60 soon. So I mean, when he dies, I think I can take over.
Like, take over his specifically?
I mean,
Who takes over Joe Rogan after he dies?
I guess
maybe his daughter?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really say much about them.
Or does it end with him?
Maybe it's that. Who's the guy that? Oh, Jamie, the guy that pulls up all the.
Oh, yeah, great guy.
Yeah, that guy. He's on top of it. I mean, I think maybe I could recruit him to work for me.
I always wondered what he looks like.
I looked him up. I forgot. He's a very like average looking guy. Like, just like I think he's got like a beard. Don't quote me if on this, guys.
So,
It's been a minute. I think I looked him up once.
do you worry about your listeners thinking that you're arrogant because you said you were going to be more popular than Joe Rogan?
I don't think so. I feel like.
Do you worry about getting on his enemies list?
I mean, a little bit because I feel like then, because I feel like he has such influence in like Austin and like a lot of comedians. So I guess I do fear that a little bit, but I'm trying to like play both sides of the fence where like I said that earlier, I mentioned that I view myself like I want to be like Joe Rogan and I take his product, but I'm also going to take over for him.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So you're afraid of Joe Rogan and his disciples? That's
A little bit, but.
Do you think they're going to like that you said that?
I feel like, I mean, the show has to go on, right? Like Joe Rogan, like he's not gonna live forever. I mean, he probably live longer than the average person. But I don't know. I mean, depending on who you ask, because I know some people, especially like for his COVID views.
Do you see a world where he gets assassinated?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like nowadays, I feel like anyone that's like a big figure that.
Do you worry about that personally?
I feel like it's a irrational fear, but yeah, I do fear that sometimes. Like
me too. You always have.
Yeah, where I get scared is like if I'm in the movie theater and I'm like really high, like maybe took an edible or something. Like I get so scared that someone's gonna come in and like shoot up the movie theater. You ever think of that stuff or?
Like, Guy Dudley has that bit.
He does.
I'm gonna spoil it. He's like, what if? No, that's actually Nick Mullen. No, he does it like the guy acts like the Joker, and pretty soon he's doing like Steve Martin does. He's like, I am a wild and crazy guy, but he's just like the. But that's irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean it is kind of an irrelevant, but I feel like that's I feel like a lot of people have irrelevant fears. Do you have any fears?
Do you? This is the second time you've mentioned drugs. Is that do you feel like you could stop if you wanted it?
I feel like I could. I mean, well now it's like I feel like college it's like might try some drugs, but really now it's just weed and alcohol. And I feel like I could stop, but do I want to? I feel like I could like I feel like I could stop, but then like when nighttime rolls around, I'm like, oh, a nice bowl pack right now would really be nice. And so I think to answer your question, no. But one day, I think maybe once I have children or something and feel like I need to be more responsible. But for the time being,
Have you, like, say in the past, if you stopped drinking for a week or so, have you ever decided to stop drinking for a week or so, but it only lasted a couple days?
oh shoot, yeah, all the time.
Like,
I think
that's
that's like a every week thing.
for sure, for sure. And do you ever like wish people would mind their own business about your drinking? Like, stop telling you what to say, what to do.
Well, so it's funny you bring that up because when I first started doing stand up, um, I'd get so nervous. I feel like I needed alcohol to perform, um, or just like need to take the edge off being an anxious person. Um, but I feel like now, I've been doing it for a couple of years. Now it's just like one beer beforehand, sometimes zero beers. So
And we're proud of you for it.
thank you.
I think I speak for the whole open mic communities in Tampa and the world.
Yeah, you don't need alcohol. Like you think you do, but then it's just like you wake up and it's gonna make you more anxious anyways. So um yeah, no one's really gotten I feel like people around here compared to like when I started doing comedy up in New York, I feel like people are more like chill, like like because there's a couple comedians that get pretty sauced before going up, and you might say some things behind their back, but at least to my face, like everyone's pretty chill. Like I don't get like, yeah, it might be like one or two beforehand. Still,
Why do you think New York comedians drink more? Do you think they feel less important because there's so many of them? Insignificant?
so when I say New York, I mean like upstate New York, like Binghamton, Syracuse, Buffalo,
Windy City.
Rochester. Yeah, right. So they didn't drink. I feel like the comedians down here might even drink more.
Have you
there's more
ever
comedians.
switched from one kind of drink to another in the hope that this would keep you from getting drunk? Like,
Um,
just from one friend to another.
so I've realized now, like, I realize now that I perform better when I'm not 3 or 4 beers deep because I'm not as like on top of it. Like I might like fuck up like the setup, and it's just like I'm more clear headed. So yeah,
And it always flies by with you, Mike.
thank you. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying this. It's actually
Can they see? Am I blocking?
I don't know.
Is this help just for lighting?
Yeah. So it's a gift from Eddie. It was so Kid Loki is the god of mischief, and he said that as comedians.
But the child of the god mission.
Yeah, I guess so. So I guess we're all children of mischief. So that's why he got it, because he's like, oh, like comedians were mischievous people.
Was Children of Mischief the title of that episode?
No, so the title I'm trying to keep the title pretty uniform. So it's like the Open Mic Pod, episode 3, Eddie Value.
And then this one will be called The Children of Mischief.
Children of Mischief explained. Yeah, so
Do you remember when Eddie was like, he like hits on someone and then he goes, I'm very busy. Good times.
yeah, one time Eddie was hitting on Abby, and I had to like, I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't take it too far, because
Do you feel like too many comedians hit on Abby?
surprisingly, no.
I feel bad for the times that I've done it.
Well, she's You're one of her favorites because she does like when the comedians acknowledge her and say like hello to her. And some of the comedians are weird, and I feel like they're like overly trying not to hit on her, and like they like won't talk to her. But you could be friendly without being like flirtatious.
I do feel there's so many of us. It's like, are we really needed?
That's how I feel too. I do feel like that sometimes. I'm like, should I just quit?
This is good for the emotion. To get into it.
But this is where
How long did Eddie cry for?
he cried for like the last 15 minutes, but we edited some of the parts out. Jeez.
Sorry.
It was cool.
Come on in. That was just a fan trying to get an autograph.
I thought I was gonna be assassinated.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't be too safe, especially with Florida. You know, feel like anyone can just have a firearm on them now.
Are you saying you disagree with that policy?
No, I kind of agree with it because I tell you what, I did hold a gun once, and I went to the bar and I felt so much power. I'm like thinking like, do I?
You know you can't take guns in bars. Even in Florida.
Oh,
So
like
you
anywhere?
just confessed to a crime in public.
It was a water gun, but still,
And I can't.
that was real. But I didn't tell anyone about it. But like, if like some guy at the bar like
You
started,
told me, Mike. And I feel like I probably have to tell the authorities. Unless you can promise me that this will never happen again.
yeah, I promise. It was a one-time thing. Cause it won't happen again because it was actually Cheo to throw someone else under the bus. It was his gun.
I noticed you haven't drunk that much of your tall boy. Tell me if I use that incorrectly.
It's
I'm not as into the drugs and alcohol as you are. More of a good example.
yeah. I mean, I guess from this angle, like depending on how you look at it, could be a tall boy. But
Do you worry
it's
about
just a
getting
tall-
sued from them, especially considering sued by them
Oh,
is the term, but
I
it's
see.
not sued for them. So don't say that. Like maybe because you just confessed to a crime, you started the beef with Joe Rogan. I mean, I apologize if I've been difficult at all, or if I feel like I've been trying to pin you down. I'm trying to work on that and be like more relaxed and not try to pin people down and force them into uncomfortable situations.
No. I mean, I guess I see your point, like, because since I've mentioned drugs and alcohol, but Alani might get that, like, they might get wrapped in, like, oh, like, Alani's for drug addicts. But, no, I mean, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I mean, I haven't done
Absolutely.
it, take it a day at a time. Like,
What are you talking about?
like if Alani were to come after me, like
Yeah.
I feel like I would cross that bridge when it comes. Because the first episode I had the alpha brain out, so I don't know. No, I didn't hear anything bad from Joe Rogan then. So
Yeah, Jurgens, if Alani comes after you, say goodnight. Because they're tough.
and they'll have a lot of energy too when they come after.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I don't. I mean, I feel like this.
I love their product. I wish them the best.
Yeah, I know a lot of comedians.
3 a day.
Yeah.
6 at least.
Yeah, Mary told me she drinks 4 Red Bulls a day, and that was on camera. So I do see possibly taking over for Joe Rogan because I looked up his first podcasts, and they were pretty terrible too. Not saying this is terrible, but like I saw his first episode, and it was like him and Red Band, and like they were just like didn't know what to say, like very awkward. And now Joe Rogan's having interviews with like the president and stuff. So yeah, so I think one day it'll just get better and better.
So Abby's not here. She's not.
Abby likes to go shopping.
She should be on. I feel like that would increase your viewers.
Oh, definitely. I tell her. I mean, she's gotten pretty funny. Like, I think if she started doing comedy, she'd probably get booked like very quickly. Um, yeah, she's. Yeah, well, she did say she actually would like to do an episode one day, but I'm trying to make my rounds for some comedians first. But yeah, I'll probably fit her in on like a slow Sunday afternoon one day.
Right.
Trying to interview less women. Yeah,
Ask away.
okay. Okay.
Anything you've ever wanted to know. I know I told the producers I don't want to touch certain topics, for food reasons or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing.
Okay. Shoot. I was gonna ask a bunch of questions. I think. Well, I wanted to know. Have you thought about like? So I've watched you do comedy a few handfuls of times. What would you say is like your worst time? What was the worst bomb you've ever had?
With me, I can get to the point where I don't really think about the audience, and they don't like that. So I just sort of get in my own world, and I can really lose them
That's nice.
because I really don't seem like I'm in the moment. Because I'm not. I'm just thinking of something I memorized.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And they really dislike that. And dislike me.
I wonder. I feel like.
Kind of a negative question.
Well, I feel like.
Because for me personally, I'm more about like positivity, and you're sort of known for being, a negative, super depressed.
I know. I mean, I guess
Since that.
I'm a little bit jealous of your success in being like on the gimmick
Just
shows.
The way I carry myself.
So that's what I'm trying to bring you down and like talk about like your worst bomb. So that way it can make me feel a little better.
I get that.
Does that make sense?
I get that.
Yeah. So
you're jealous of what? Just like my general success.
General success.
Greatness.
Yes. So that's why I'm like.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't want to ask you like, oh, what was like. Tell me about your killer set where everyone was belly laughing the whole time.
So I was at the gimmick, and I was just like, they said they met 3 months ago. I was like, hey, what did you meet May 29th? And this was in August. And it just felt great. And that's actually probably the best question. So
okay. So like when you asked them that, like they just fell flat? Or...
No. I'm saying you did amazing and everyone loved it.
Oh, I see.
Like I've heard it made people's weeks and
I see. So
even years at times.
I see. So like you're saying that like since you're like just thinking of what you're saying, you like don't really bomb too often, or you don't bomb at all.
Is that what I said?
Well, because I thought you were telling me your bomb story, and then you're saying how at the gimmick you asked this couple when they met, and then I don't know. Maybe
I think we're good.
Okay.
I don't think they're coming.
Okay. But yeah.
No, I do bomb.
Because I don't know if I've really seen you like bomb hard, like get silent. Like I feel like it just maybe at first the audience is trying to understand, like kind of like understand you, and then like towards like the middle, towards the middle and then the end, they really start like picking up. Like last night, like with the I don't want to spoil it because you got to come out to see the show, of course. But yeah, towards the end.
I'll do a signal if you've gotten too far and spoil it too much. And it'll be like this.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like it really was like towards the end you were really starting to kick it.
Actually, no, that was too early. Keep going.
Like towards the end, like it was really starting to like the audience, like because the audience was a little quieter, like especially in the, but you really had me. So, uh,
To me, if I can just get access to that screen, I mean, it's they got a whole movie theater screen.
right.
I have so many slideshows.
That would help, right? Yeah, I feel like that would like could enhance. 'Cause you only say so much with your voice and your actions on stage, but yeah, I mean that's the thing too. It really only worked at that particular at side splitters, you know, because I don't think even the Tampa one doesn't have that big projector.
That's an astute.
Might need to start bringing that around to some other venues, perhaps. Like maybe you get a projector at the gimmick and
Get a projector. Get. I've been saying foosball table,
like on stage.
and they say there's like no space.
Oh, at the
Yeah.
gimmick.
Like I'm Neil Armstrong. Like, sorry for having an idea.
Right.
Nah, I haven't brought it up yet, but that's what I think they would say.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would just be distracting. Like I feel like if it makes the show better, but a foosball table. Like are you saying like to have it like
Just to have the audience play during people's sets.
well, I guess that would be that I feel like wouldn't it be loud though? Like would it I feel like some comedians would get pissed. Especially if they're paying their $5 to go up there.
Yeah,
But
I see that. Like again, like that's sort of a negative, sort of typical view, sort of a negative point of view on it. But I would say more. Think how good we get at foosball.
yeah. I mean and that's it's like I guess it's good to have some multiple avenues. Like that's like if comedy is not working out, you could be like a champion foosball player.
Yeah.
Like, do you have besides comedy?
Do you feel like you're making enough eye contact?
Uh, no, I kind of struggle with eye contact.
I don't. I'm not good at it. Congress
Yeah.
keeps wanting me to testify on autism. I don't have it, but that doesn't mean I like
Yeah, I think it's a. I feel like I don't have it either, but I've shown signs. I've tried to make bits about it. Like Al C. It's like the ball. Al C. Yeah, right. You know him. I remember like coming off the stage at Sunshine, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'd love to do a podcast with that guy because he would just never make eye contact. Like it's Autism Awareness Month, and he was just really bashing on me about having autism, and like now I'm having the podcast now, and like I'm struggling with that. But I feel like too much eye contact is bad. Though. Like then it's kind of weird.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No. It's like, what are you thinking about me?
It's too intimate.
Right. I think it should be like saved for like your significant other. And even then, that's a little too much. Like, I feel like, yeah, close your eyes in the bedroom.
So yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah. So I guess to start well, I wanted to ask this at the beginning, but might as well just ask. So how long have you been doing comedy?
I mean, it's impossible to say.
Right.
I would say 2020, 23. Maybe the early summer.
Yeah. Okay. That's
My biographer would know. I have a guy who
See, like, right.
he writes about me, and he publishes it in installments. Because a lot of people they wait till they are old and they'll write a biography. He's doing it in installments throughout my life.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart because because I feel like if you wait till the end, you might forget stuff in your earlier years.
You absolutely could.
That's smart.
And will.
Right. Yeah. I mean, might, God forbid, hopefully don't get like dementia or just forget. Yeah. Because then you gotta.
And you'd be a prime candidate for that.
Well, I'm hoping the Alpha Brain.
Yeah.
Because I think the Alpha Brain has lion's mane in it, and that's like something that's supposed to lower the chances of dementia. But who knows? I feel like you kind of have to, as you get older and you see a lot of the other comedians, not as many drinkers, probably because they want to remember for their biographies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's, okay. Do you remember your first open mic, where it was?
It was at the Improv.
Oh.
And I felt bad because I had written it out. And it went fine. And then I got too overconfident. And so I went on without notes the next week. And it didn't go as well. And you were talking earlier about the worst bomb you ever had. That's it, right?
The second open mic at the Improv.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that first, like getting on stage the first time is kind of like a win. And then because you rehearse it, and then, yeah, like you said, it can be humbling.
I still think about
it. 2 years later, you're still thinking about it. Well, I mean, since then, I mean, it seems like every time I've seen you, you really, I mean, I feel like a lot of comedians maybe care too much about the audience. So, like, I feel like you're kind of doing your own thing. You might not think you're connecting, but at least from my vantage point, it seems like the audience really appreciates the kind of different style. You know what I mean?
My God, I'd say the exact same thing about you.
Oh, I mean, I'm trying. I feel like, every day.
You're not trying. You are trying. You're trying. And you're doing good. That was what I was trying to say.
Oh, thank you. I think I do better when I don't try as hard. I feel like if I overthink or try too hard, that's when
And that's, I think, a lesson to our viewers is make no effort in any part of your life.
Right. Yeah. Just do you.
Yeah. And definitely don't if you can help it.
Right, because Abby tells me when she's watching comedians that are like nervous and like try too hard or too like kind of makes her uncomfortable. So to just go up there and just
classic Abby.
I know it's just judgmental, but I mean, I see her point.
I would never betray you and like offer a proposal to Abby or anything. But like obviously I just want on the record that anything that happened to you guys, like I'm an option.
Yes. I'm sure I'll let her know.
Yeah. God forbid. You guys are great. I think you're top 5 power couples. in the Tampa Congress.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, do you know too many? I guess there are some other ones.
I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
Should we name them or we don't want to throw them under the bus?
Sean and Mary.
Sean, wait. Sean,
No, Kenny.
wait. Sean and Mary. Wait, Sean's the guy at the gimmick? Or Sean Guest?
No. No, neither. He just sort of hangs around.
Sean. Richie. That's the guy I was thinking of. The chicken nugget guy.
Oh my god.
I love his dual. That's another thing where at first I was like,
Yeah.
Because
At first you're like, what is this? And then it grows on you, and then even later you're back to. Alright.
yeah, because my first impression with him was going back to Ian Everett callback. Richie would ask the audience members for beers and then not give them anything. So it's like the audience paid to get in and then they're given their beer, and that was my impression of him. But now
He's a pirate. It's part of his charm.
That's true. I guess that's part of the immersive experience. Like, you can't go to a movie and then have the actor ask for a beer. Like, that's so. Yeah, I've seen him, and it just gets better. And he kind of looks like a pirate too. So I bet he's lived in Tampa his whole life.
I'm gonna miss him when he's gone.
Right, when everyone moves on to bigger and better things. But, that's why I feel like I do like having I feel like it's a pretty solid community of, different types of people. So just enjoy it while you can, because people are going to be moving on to Austin and going on to Joe Rogan's podcast. So trying to get as many people on now before that happens.
And dementia.
Right. Or if they go off the wagon one night. You never know. Truly never know. But is there any closing things you want to say?
Yeah. Look, the country as a whole, we all want it to be as good as it can be.
Yeah.
I'm doing my part. You're doing, as good as you can do. Probably a little bit worse.
Well, yes, I know that part.
And yeah, I just want people to do better. And that's really why I came here, was to try to really fix you and inspire you. And I think I did it. I think you'll find day-to-day activities easier from now on.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I think you're healed. I don't want to make a big deal of it, but I think you're good.
Well, I will say, yeah. I kind of feel like it's you're not a Scientologist by chance, are you?
No, but I do appreciate clarity.
Because I know they do a lot of healing, so I don't want to, get you mixed in with those guys.
Yeah, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
Okay, I'll make that clear. I can, leave this part in for sure. And we'll put it in the description. And, I will say, you've given me a lot to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know if this might be a recurring thing. So, doing it this way with the audience and using the mirror. And you really got me thinking. So, so are you ready to, I guess we'll
leave this part in.
Okay. Jerry, leave this in. But I think we are there. There we have it. Paul Jennewine.
And with the handshake.
You don't have Instagram or anything that you want to plug in there? just in case.
Follow me at everywhere I go.
Right.
I'm pretty sure someone is. And I mean, I feel like this one will be great.
Yeah. No, this one might be the one that.
I've never felt better about anything.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks to Paul. Like and subscribe and leave a comment, and we'll see you for the next episode.